Easy work boxing, about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. This one about Gervontay motherfucking Tank Davis versus Tevin motherfucking Farm. Okay, these two been talking shit for about 2 years now. And now, it's gonna be probably a title eliminator, especially since Tevin Farmer beat old boy ass. I can't think of his name. Asian fighter. Didn't deserve that win at all, because Tevin did to do with him. I ain't gonna say in spectacular fashion, but it's obvious that Tevin won. These two been talking back and forth. At one point it was where Tevin Farm was supposed to get the WBC belt, and it was gonna be a unification fight. That's what they was saying. Tank was telling the nigga, get the fucking belt first, and then we'll talk about unifying. But which that never happened. Tank lost his belt, due to weight issues, not from a loss. But now the belt is on hold since the guy that Tevin fought and got caught with steroids in his system. But in this fight, I say this is a 60-40 fight. And I ain't talking about money-wise, I'm talking about in prediction. But in this fight, first I'm gonna go in skill-wise. Skill, punching-wise, power-wise, I gotta give that to Tank. Tank, that left hand, that southpaw, man. Tank hit you, and it's like when you see him fighting his opponents, it's like an earthquake. It's like, how in the hell can this little ass dude hit somebody that hard? And it be so fast, it look like it shouldn't hurt him. But you don't see something coming. Like I said before, it hurts you. The speed, the come forward, and the aggression of Tank I think will be too much for Tevin Farmer. Now a lot of people gonna say, Tevin, he's a mover and he got the Floyd Mayweather style of defense. That ain't gonna mean shit against Tank. Not against Tank. I mean, look at his last fight for the belt that he lost to the guy that he won, but he lost to the Asian guy in the fight. You think, honestly, that if they gave that fight to him from just aggression, if Tank was to fight Tevin Farmer, that Tevin Farmer would win that fight by decision? And the way he fought him? Now, Tevin won that fight, but Tevin didn't do a spectacular job. Yeah, he more won by cleaner punches and cleaner boxing and movement and controlling the ring as far as that. But they gave the other guy the fight from aggression and throwing punches. So what you think? And that's Gervontay's main key points is aggression, power, and coming forward, and aggressiveness with power and skills, and able to hit you, able to set you up to hit you. So I don't see Tevin Farmer being able to handle anything that Tank brings to the table. And Tank, I ain't saying Tank can't be beaten, because as we all know, if you on there, Devin Haney has handed him that ass. Tank speaks about Lomachenko talk shit about everybody, but you ain't heard him say shit about no Devin Haney. So you have to sit up there and listen. A lot of fighters call out this fighter, that fighter, but listen to who they don't call out. And Tank, a motherfucker, but he ain't called out no Devin Haney. And Floyd Mayweather Senior train is Devin Haney. And I ain't too much a fan of Floyd. I used to be. Skill-wise, he's the best of me, but that's the man that trained him to do what he does. So, Devin Haney, he gonna be something to look out for in a few years. Especially when he go to getting them belts. And think about this. This is a young guy, undefeated. And I think either in a lower weight class than Tank, I think he had 130 or he is at 145. He called, and Devin Haney is calling out Robert Easter right now. And you don't hear shit. You don't hear nothing. So as far as these two guys, Tevin Farmer and Tank fighting, that's Tank all day. And no disrespect to Tevin Farmer, great fight. I love to see you fight. The skill work that you possess in the ring is beautiful, man. You know, especially from you to having losses and, you know, accumulate to what you then became now. You're a great fighter. But against Tank, I see you standing no chance. You know, with that power, no. That's Tank all day. Tevin Farmer loses to Tank by knockout. 10th round knockout. Mark my words on that. 10th, 9th round knockout. He gonna knock Tevin Farmer out. Defense is good, but Tank gonna make that shit look like it's nothing. And that's my prediction on that. And you know, I don't see as far as with Tank, like I say, as far as let the video go, Tank ain't really calling out nobody. I don't know if he feeling like he got the Floyd Mayweather effect in his head because that's his manager or not, but I feel like right now it's certain fighters that I know Tank should be calling out because he can defeat. You know, like the Robert Easters, and Tank will beat the shit out of Robert Easter. Look at what Fortuna did. And this man been off. You ain't heard shit from, like he said, which I don't think he really meant any disrespect. Fortuna been off for 2 years. Ain't nobody heard from Fortuna. Look what he did. And you think Tank wasn't going there and rough his ass up? I think Robert Easter is another. I'm giving y'all too much in one video. I got to stop. But I think Robert Easter ain't nothing but another Adrian Broner. All talk. Good fighter, fight outside, inside. Great in the inside to be his height. But I think when you can come up against them big names that Michael Garcia keep